Meghan Markle and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, never clicked.
We're living in a world that insists you have to choose Team Kate or Team Meghan.
The narrative about, making Kate cry, I think was the beginning of a real character assassination.
There was drama from the very beginning. Once upon a time, the world was captivated by the Fab Four: Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Prince Harry, and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. They were young, dynamic, and seemed to represent the future of the monarchy. Their joint appearances sparked hope, symbolizing a modern, unified royal family ready to take on the world. But as we all know, fairy tales sometimes have a darker side. Beneath the dazzling smiles and perfectly coordinated outfits, a storm was brewing, primarily between Catherine and Meghan. This wasn't just a minor disagreement, it was a deeply personal clash that many believe irrevocably shattered that dream team and sent everyone on dramatically different paths. Did you hear about the bridesmaid dress incident with Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle?
Just when you thought you'd never hear about the Princess Charlotte bridesmaid dress story again between Meghan Markle, Kate Middleton is back in the news.
So what was the catalyst that ignited this royal rift? It reportedly all began with a seemingly innocent bridesmaid dress right before Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding. Initial reports painted a picture of Catherine being left in tears over a disagreement about a dress for young Princess Charlotte. Imagine the scene: wedding stuff, last-minute details, and then, according to the whispers, Catherine was visibly bothered. It turns out someone wasn't telling the whole truth. Meghan Markle later offered a starkly different account, turning the narrative completely on its head. She didn't just deny bringing Catherine to tears, she bravely asserted that she was the one who was brought to tears.
The narrative about, making Kate cry, I think was the beginning of a real character assassination.
And in a candid admission, Meghan confirmed that Catherine had in fact apologized to her after the exchange. It showed that what we thought we knew wasn't necessarily the whole truth. Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton could not stand each other from the start. Beyond that incident, a deeper, more fundamental clash of personalities and cultural backgrounds reportedly fueled the friction between the two duchesses. Meghan, hailing from a different cultural background, described herself as a hugger, a demonstrative trait she subtly implied might have been a bit jarring for the more reserved British royals. She openly spoke about the inherent formality of royal life, both in public and behind closed doors, a stark contrast to her own upbringing. It was like watching two very different worlds collide. One warm and expressive, the other steeped in centuries of tradition and decorum. Adding to this, sources suggested that Meghan felt perpetually overshadowed by Catherine's long-established position and status within the royal family. Imagine stepping into a new family where someone else has been the beloved, revered figure for years. It's only natural that a sense of feeling second best or perpetually playing catch-up could arise, no matter how much effort was made to integrate. Meghan Markle has always felt the pressure of the hierarchy. This subtle yet powerful sense of hierarchy wasn't just about public appearances. It reportedly trickled down to surprisingly mundane yet significant details, like access to designer clothes. It was whispered that Meghan experienced frustration when she found herself literally behind Catherine in the queue for bespoke garments from a favored designer. While it might seem trivial to outsiders, this anecdote powerfully illustrates a deeper point. Catherine's higher royal rank came with inherent precedence, even in matters of fashion. Little things like these, accumulating over time, can undoubtedly chip away at a relationship, creating resentment and a sense of unfairness. Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton have always tried to hide the fact that they don't like each other, but it was too obvious to everyone involved. Despite the growing private discord, Catherine and Meghan were masters at maintaining a united front for the cameras. Remember seeing them together during poignant national moments, like the period following Queen Elizabeth II's passing? They stood shoulder to shoulder with Prince William and Prince Harry, projecting an image of family solidarity and stability to a nation. Yet the cost of these performances was reportedly immense. Catherine later confided that putting on that united front with Meghan during such difficult times was one of the hardest things she ever had to do, hidden beneath their polished public personas. It truly puts a new perspective on those seemingly perfect photos. Meghan Markle and Catherine, Princess of Wales, cutting ties is the end of an era. Ultimately, the cumulative weight of these personality clashes and differing expectations proved insurmountable. The Fab Four, once a beacon of hope for the monarchy, fractured beyond repair. Prince William and Catherine and Prince Harry and Meghan increasingly embarked on separate public and private lives. The dynamic that had once captivated the world gave way to a palpable distance, both geographical and emotional. The dream of a modern, collaborative royal family, embodied by these four young individuals, faded, replaced by individual pursuits and separate charitable endeavors. What do you think was the biggest turning point that led to the Fab Four going their separate ways? Meghan Markle has been accused of snubbing the royal family many times.
Since stepping down in 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's relationship with the royal family has become strained.
Meghan continues to draw criticism for allegedly snubbing the royals.
The intricate tapestry of the British royal family has long been a subject of global fascination, but few threads have become as tangled as those connecting Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and the monarchy.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been snubbed by royals in many times.
Recent reports suggest a potential shift in this dynamic, with Prince Harry reportedly contemplating a solo return to the UK to mend fences with his family, a move that could signify a significant turning point in the ongoing royal saga. The hypothesis is that Meghan Markle's presence has, at times, complicated reconciliation efforts, leading to speculation that Harry might seek to rebuild bridges without her by his side.
Prince Harry considers a solo trip to the UK, seeking reconciliation with the royal family, without Meghan Markle at his side.
The strained relationship between the Duke of Sussex and the royal family has its roots in Megxit, the couple's 2020 decision to step back as senior royals and relocate to North America. This departure was followed by a series of candid interviews and public criticisms leveled at the monarchy, which further widened the chasm. These public pronouncements, particularly their Oprah Winfrey interview, laid bare allegations within the royal family. This made it really hard for a reconciliation. The royal family had totally distanced themselves from Harry and Meghan. One notable instance involved the omission of Prince Harry from recent military tributes on social media. This oversight drew criticism from observers and fans alike, who highlighted Harry's distinguished active service in Afghanistan and his instrumental role in founding the Invictus Games, an international multi-sport event for armed services personnel and veterans. These omissions, whether intentional or not, have been interpreted as deliberate exclusions, further amplifying the perception of a rift. Beyond Harry, claims of Meghan Markle's exclusion from certain royal acknowledgements or events have also surfaced, sometimes intensifying the perception of division between the Sussexes and the broader royal family. These reported snubs are not a recent phenomenon, with some reports suggesting a pattern dating back to Queen Elizabeth's reign, where Harry and Meghan were allegedly excluded from important annual events and communications. This consistent pattern of apparent marginalization has fueled speculation about the depth of the animosity and the challenges facing any genuine attempt at reconciliation. The prospect of Harry returning to the UK alone to engage in one-on-one conversations or mediation suggests a recognition that the dynamics of reconciliation might be more favorable without the added layer of perceived complexities that Meghan's presence might introduce. While this approach might be seen by some as a pragmatic step towards rebuilding trust, it also implicitly acknowledges the public narrative that Meghan's integration into the royal family was fraught with difficulties, and that her perceived role in Megxit remains a significant obstacle for some within the institution. Royal commentators have voiced skepticism about the willingness to reconcile within the family, particularly from Prince William, to allow Harry, or Meghan, to return to full royal duties. The very public nature of their departure and subsequent criticisms have undoubtedly created a sense of betrayal for some, and the concept of a full reintegration into the working monarchy appears to be a distant prospect. The royal institution, steeped in tradition and a carefully cultivated public image, would likely be hesitant to fully embrace individuals who have, in their view, publicly undermined its stability. Prince Harry has expressed feeling lost at times, suggesting a lingering sense of displacement or longing for his roots, yet he has also conveyed happiness in raising his children there and gratitude for the lifestyle they enjoy. This dichotomy reflects the personal struggle Harry likely faces, torn between the desire for familial connection and the independence and privacy that his life in the US affords him.
Prince Harry lands in Angola without Meghan for a charity visit.
In 1997, my mother was in Huambo, and I visited Huambo in 2019.
Prince Harry has returned to Angola, nearly 3 decades after Princess Diana's iconic humanitarian mission.
Prince Harry is back in Africa, and this time, he's flying solo.
Does having the halo, having the job demining, does it help with the family?
Harry arrived in Luanda, Angola this week to support the Halo Trust, a charity focused on landmine clearance that was once championed by his late mother, Princess Diana. But one person was noticeably absent: Meghan Markle. According to the Daily Mail, Meghan stayed behind in Montecito, California, citing safety concerns. Harry is expected to visit active minefields, just like his mother did in 1997, when she famously donned a flak jacket and helmet to walk through a live danger zone. That visit by Diana became one of the most iconic moments of her humanitarian work. Now, nearly 3 decades later, Harry is retracing her steps, alone, in what many see as a tribute to her legacy.
Prince Harry has embarked on a surprise visit to Angola to continue his late mother, Princess Diana's efforts.
Meghan Markle stays home again as Harry revisits Princess Diana's legacy. This isn't the first time Meghan has skipped one of Harry's trips related to the Halo Trust. She also sat out a major UN event last September and was nowhere to be seen when Harry traveled to Angola for the same cause back in 2019. Some insiders chalk it up to personal safety concerns, while others say this particular charity work is deeply personal for Harry, and he prefers to do it solo. A source close to the couple told the Daily Mail, "Halo is really his thing. It means so much to him to be patron, and he just wants to keep his work with them to himself." Prince Harry's emotional ties to Halo are undeniable, not just because of his mother, but because he's been involved for years and officially became the charity's patron in 2019. Meghan's absence then seems more about boundaries than marital strain, though some fans are definitely speculating why Harry's solo trip to Angola might be more than just a tribute. While Harry's trip to Angola certainly tugs at heartstrings, there may also be a strategic reason behind it. According to insiders, Harry's presence at Halo Trust events can help boost fundraising, particularly from the Angolan government. Usually these trips help to drive a bit more money from the government, one source told the Daily Mail. This visit marks Harry's second trip to the area, with the first taking place in 2019. Back then, he wore full protective gear and toured the same minefields his mother once walked through. Today, those zones have been transformed, even commemorated, with a tree planted in Diana's honor, now called the Diana Tree. So, while the moment is clearly personal, it's also quite public and powerful. Meghan's ongoing absence from Harry's charity work raises eyebrows. Fans of the Sussexes are beginning to notice a pattern. Meghan Markle, 43, has frequently sat out Harry's charity events, especially those connected to his late mother. From skipping United Nations appearances to missing key Halo Trust trips, Meghan's absence is often explained as a matter of security or scheduling. But some critics wonder if it signals something more. Of course, Meghan has her own projects, including her lifestyle brand, As Ever, and her Netflix show with Love, Meghan. Still, some royal watchers argue that these individual pursuits are creating a more divided public image for the couple. Gone are the days of joint philanthropic tours and unified speeches. In their place, solo missions, with Harry walking landmines and Meghan curating jam and flower arrangements. Are Harry and Meghan growing apart in their public roles? There's been increasing chatter about how rarely Harry and Meghan appear together in their charitable efforts. Harry's recent solo trip to the UK to see King Charles, also without Meghan, added more fuel to the fire. And now, with Harry once again flying solo to Angola, fans can't help but ask, are the Sussexes slowly splitting their public personas? Some insiders argue this is simply a strategic move. Meghan is focused on brand building and creative ventures, while Harry is diving deeper into hands-on humanitarian work. Others suggest that safety concerns, and possibly a desire to avoid British media backlash, are keeping Meghan out of the spotlight on international trips. Whatever the reason, it's a far cry from the royal power couple image the two once shared on global tours.
Prince Harry extends an olive branch. Will the royal family attend the 2020 Invictus Games?
Prince Harry to invite King Charles and Prince William to 2027 Invictus Games in hopes of reconciliation.
Prince Harry is offering King Charles III and Prince William an olive branch by inviting them to the 2027 Invictus Games.
Prince Harry is making a very public and deeply personal effort to mend fences with his estranged father, King Charles III, and his brother, Prince William.
Prince Harry is planning to reach out to his family by inviting them to the 2027 Invictus Games.
The Duke of Sussex has extended an invitation to both the King and William to attend the 2027 Invictus Games in Birmingham, a move seen by many as a significant olive branch in their rocky relationship. The invitation is a beacon of hope for reconciliation, is expected to be dispatched via email later this month, followed by a more formal invite.
Prince Harry to invite King Charles and Prince William to 2027 Invictus Games in hopes of reconciliation.
This thoughtful approach aims to give the senior royals ample time to integrate the games into their notoriously busy schedules, ensuring they have the best possible chance of attending. The Invictus Games, a multi-sport event for wounded services personnel and veterans, is slated to run from July 12th to July 17th, 2027. Beyond the powerful message of support for veterans, the event is also anticipated to bring substantial economic benefits to the vibrant city of Birmingham, which will host the international competition. Harry's earnest hope is that his family, particularly his father, will set aside any lingering differences to be present and lend their support to the courageous veterans. The royal family has a long-standing history of backing the Invictus Games, and both the King and William have previously expressed immense pride in Harry's achievements with the event since its inception. Their attendance would not only honor Harry's work, but also reaffirm their commitment to the armed forces community. A source close to Harry described this gesture as a crucial step, believing it might be reciprocated. This sentiment underscores Harry's profound desire to put an end to the ongoing family tensions that have played out in the public eye for several years. The invitation is more than just a date in a diary. It's a plea for unity and understanding. However, royal experts are divided on the likely outcome. Some believe that King Charles, in his role as monarch and head of the armed forces, might indeed attend. His presence would not only demonstrate support for the veterans, but also acknowledge Harry's undeniable success in establishing and growing the Invictus Games into a globally recognized event. On the other hand, some experts point to the King's hesitation stemming from past breaches of trust, particularly in light of Harry's candid revelations in recent years. The path to reconciliation is rarely straightforward, and the weight of past events certainly casts a long shadow. The timing of the Games could also present a logistical challenge. Queen Camilla's 80th birthday falls on the very last day of the Games, July 17th. This milestone birthday will undoubtedly involve celebrations, and these may conflict with the closing events of the Invictus Games. Balancing royal duties and personal celebrations will require careful coordination, and it remains to be seen how this potential conflict will be managed. While no official invitations have been sent yet, given that the event is still more than 2 years away, Harry's proactive gesture has been widely interpreted as a significant and heartfelt effort to mend fractured family relations. It's a clear signal that despite the distance and disagreements, the desire for a resolution remains strong. In the wake of this news, Prince William has made public appearances, but has notably remained silent on Harry's invitation or the prospect of a reconciliation. His silence leaves the royal watchers and the public to speculate on his thoughts and whether this olive branch will ultimately lead to a thawing of relations between the brothers. The world watches with bated breath to see if the spirit of the Invictus Games, designed to foster resilience and camaraderie, can also extend to healing a fractured family.
Prince William reportedly thought Meghan Markle was using Harry for fame from the start.
Prince William believes Meghan Markle saw Harry as a stepping stone to fame and fortune.
William reportedly saw through Meghan's plan to marry Harry for fame and fortune.
Prince William allegedly had serious doubts about Meghan Markle long before things exploded between the brothers. According to royal expert Phil Dampier, William believed Meghan saw Prince Harry as a way to boost her fame and wealth, not as a long-term partner in royal service.
A royal biographer claimed that Prince William was skeptical about Meghan Markle marrying into the royal family.
Phil points to comments from Lady Elizabeth Anson, a close cousin of Queen Elizabeth II, who reportedly said the Queen herself was worried about Meghan's true intentions. Phil believes William was trying to protect his brother from being taken advantage of, and that those early concerns played a major role in the brothers' falling out. Royal Insider claims Meghan never intended to stay royal, and that William knew it.
Prince William believes Meghan Markle saw Harry as a stepping stone to fame and fortune.
Phil Dampier isn't mincing words when it comes to Meghan's place in the royal family. He claims Meghan never intended to stay in the firm, instead using her marriage to Harry as a way to open new doors. She saw marrying Harry as a stepping stone, Phil said in a recent interview. And Prince William, he adds, saw that from the beginning. Phil suggests that Meghan's quick exit from royal life, paired with a focus on Hollywood deals and public branding, supports William's early concerns. A source pushes back and says that claims about Meghan's intentions are just opinions. While Phil's claims have made headlines, not everyone agrees. A source close to Harry and Meghan talked back, calling his comments opinions with no merit. They argue that no one, not Phil or anyone at the tabloids, can truly know what Meghan's intentions were when she joined the royal family. The pushback highlights the ongoing divide between royal commentators and Team Sussex, with one side painting Meghan as calculated and the other framing her as a misunderstood outsider. Neither Kensington Palace nor Harry and Meghan's team have commented directly. How William, Harry, and King Charles drifted apart. Since Harry and Meghan left royal life in 2020, tensions within the royal family have only grown worse. William and Harry's once close bond has deteriorated, especially after the Sussexes made public claims of racism within the institution. Their Netflix docuseries and Harry's memoir, Spare, only fueled the divide. In the book, Harry accuses William of physically attacking him during a heated argument about Meghan. Their father, King Charles III, has also reportedly kept his distance. This complex rift has left Harry isolated from the core of his family. Harry says he still wants to reconcile with his family, but blames security concerns for ongoing silence. Despite everything that's happened, the accusations, the books, the interviews, Harry says he still wants peace. In a May 2024 interview, he admitted there have been many disagreements, but he's open to reconciling. However, he believes the ongoing battle over security is a major roadblock, and since losing his publicly funded protection in the UK, Harry says he's hesitant to visit, and that even King Charles won't speak to him while the issue remains unresolved. Still, Harry insists there's no point in continuing. Harry worries about King Charles's cancer, but feels frozen out. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Harry shared his concern over King Charles's health, admitting he doesn't know how much time his father has left. But despite the family crisis, Harry claims the king won't speak to him, and that security disputes have replaced family communication. It would be nice to reconcile, Harry said. He also acknowledged that some family members may never forgive him for speaking out. Still, Prince Harry holds on to hope, saying that if reconciliation is possible, he's open to it, even if he has to make the first move. William refuses to join peace talks with Harry, and that was no accident.
Prince William draws a firm line. No seat at Harry's proposed peace table, signaling deep-rooted tensions remain unresolved.
Reconciliation is off the table. William sees peace talks as mere PR, not genuine progress.
When Prince Harry's team met with King Charles's representatives for a quiet peace summit at the Royal Overseas League in London, one figure was conspicuously absent: Prince William.
After years of rift, William signals consequences, not compromise with Harry.
Not only did William skip the meeting, he didn't even send a representative. That wasn't a scheduling issue. It was a message. According to palace insiders, William is beyond frustrated. He's done with the idea that reconciliation with Harry is possible, let alone healthy. For him, this wasn't a moment for healing. It was a PR stunt dressed as diplomacy. And he wants no part in it.
Reconciliation off the table. William sees peace talks as PR, not progress.
William has reportedly told his closest aides that he sees these attempts at peace as naive and dangerous. After years of public betrayal, including Harry's memoir Spare, and multiple interviews that took aim at the monarchy, William no longer believes in good intentions. He believes in consequences. Why William sees Harry's return as a reward for betrayal. King Charles, ever the father, still believes Harry can come back into the royal fold. But William sees things very differently. Not as a son, but as a future king. To William, welcoming Harry back would send the wrong message. This is the same brother who accused him and Catherine of being cold, emotionally distant, and even complicit in Meghan's suffering. Millions of readers saw those claims in Spare. And the emotional wounds, especially around Catherine, haven't healed. William sees this not just as a personal betrayal, but a public one. And he's not willing to pretend it can be smoothed over with a handshake and a photo op. As one royal aide reportedly put it, he absolutely effing hates Harry. That rage may not be visible in public, But behind palace doors, it's shaping the future of the crown. The William-Harry bond is broken, and Meghan is part of the reason. There was a time when William and Harry were the golden duo of the monarchy. They were funny, relatable, and united by the trauma of losing their mother, Diana. But that connection is now ancient history. William reportedly believes Harry is no longer making decisions on his own, that Meghan is calling the shots. Every carefully timed appearance, every reaching out moment, feels scripted and manipulative. To William, the olive branches are booby-trapped. He refuses to be used as a character in a redemption arc. From William's point of view, it's not about family anymore. It's about control, image, and leverage, all things he refuses to cede. William's monarchy is leaner and stronger without Harry. While Harry and Meghan continue crafting their next media projects in California, William is looking ahead, not just to the next few months, but to the next few decades. He's already thinking about the monarchy he wants to lead. And in that version, there's no room for loose cannons. There's talk inside the palace of finally stripping Harry and Meghan of their royal titles. The HRH styling they agreed not to use, but still retain. The Duke and Duchess status that now feels more like branding than tradition. William is building a future monarchy that's tighter, smarter, and less vulnerable to scandal. The goal? To protect the crown for his children and restore credibility that's been repeatedly shaken. When he becomes king, expect decisive and silent moves that put distance between the crown and Montecito for good. Why Meghan remains a lightning rod for William's anger. To William, Meghan represents more than controversy. She represents strategy, manipulation, and media mastery. Every podcast, every interview, every perfectly timed PR rollout is seen as part of a larger campaign to use the royal connection while rejecting the royal responsibility. He doesn't see a woman trying to rebuild her life. He sees a woman shaping narratives, often at the expense of his wife and his institution. And Harry, in William's view, is merely the mouthpiece. This is why William was so adamant about not participating in the Peace Summit. It wasn't an olive branch. It was, to him, a performance. And he's no longer willing to give it credibility. Prince Harry mansplains royal traditions to Meghan during first Trooping the Colour appearance.
Harry is explaining to her what is going to happen. He uses his hand motion.
During Meghan Markle's first official appearance at Trooping the Colour in 2018, Prince Harry was caught on camera explaining the Royal Air Force flypast to her in a moment that has since been labeled as mansplaining. In the Channel 5 documentary Lip Reading the Royals, forensic lip readers analyzed footage of the couple on the Buckingham Palace balcony.
The lip readers have exposed him mansplaining to her what a flypast is.
Where Harry was seen gesturing toward the sky and telling Meghan about the paras flying overhead. Meghan simply responded, okay. But royal commentator Christo Foufas mocked the exchange, asking whether Harry genuinely believed Meghan needed a tutorial on looking at planes. The moment has become a symbol of early awkwardness in Meghan's royal initiation, and Harry's attempt to guide her through a tradition she may not have needed help understanding. Commentators question whether Meghan let Harry feel in charge or was just playing along. Reactions to the flypast moment have gone beyond the surface. Some royal watchers, like Christo Foufas, speculated that Meghan may have been playing along to allow Harry to feel like he was in control. He suggested the explanation might not be about Harry underestimating Meghan's knowledge, but about Meghan managing her new husband's nerves during a high-stakes public event. That won't last, Foufas added, hinting at the long-term shift in the couple's power dynamics. Since stepping down from royal duties, Meghan has been widely seen as the more dominant partner in their relationship, especially in business and media endeavors. Harry and Meghan's reported tension caught on camera at Remembrance Sunday in 2018. The Channel 5 documentary also explored a more serious, possibly revealing interaction between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle during the 2018 Remembrance Sunday service, just 6 months after their wedding. According to lip reader Nicola Hickling, Meghan appeared to tell Harry to take advantage of the situation, prompting Harry to ask, "Today?" She allegedly replied, "Do it tonight," to which Harry responded, "You do realize that this is the end?" And Meghan affirmed, "Yeah, I do know." These cryptic remarks have led experts to speculate that the couple may have already been planning their departure from the royal family at that point. While Megxit wouldn't be made public until January 2020, this exchange adds fuel to the theory that tensions with the firm and plans to leave were brewing much earlier. Body language experts say Meghan has taken the lead in the relationship since Megxit. Since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped away from royal duties, observers have closely studied their public appearances for clues about their personal dynamic. Body language expert Judy James noted that Meghan often appears to take the lead, particularly during their high-profile tour of Colombia in August 2024. There, Meghan was seen engaging confidently with officials and press, while Harry played more of a supporting role. James commented that Harry has started to look like the spare in his marriage, a pointed reference to both his royal role and the title of his memoir. These observations echo a broader perception that Meghan is now the primary driver behind their post-royal public image and business ventures. Secret London meeting between Harry and Charles's aides signals possible royal reconciliation. Despite public jabs and lingering tension, there are signs of a possible thaw between Prince Harry and the royal family. In early July 2025, a secret meeting took place in London between King Charles's top aide, Tobin Andrea, and Harry's communications chief, Meredith Maines. The meeting, held at the Royal Overseas League near Clarence House, reportedly also included Liam Maguire, who handles PR for the Sussexes in the UK. Though it wasn't an official summit, insiders described it as a casual drink meant to reopen lines of communication that had been frozen for years. A source told the Mail that there's a long road ahead, but the informal talks mark a significant step toward mending the fractured relationship that's endured since the couple's departure from royal life. Harry and Meghan continue to face mockery in pop culture amid strained public perception. While efforts toward reconciliation continue behind the scenes, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle remain easy targets in popular culture. The couple was once again mocked in a recent episode of Family Guy, where their marriage was grouped among history's most regrettable events. A fictionalized Harry groaned, again, when the topic came up, reflecting how frequently the Sussexes have become punchlines in satirical media. It's not the first time either. In 2023, Family Guy portrayed the couple as grifters, profiting from vague Netflix deals. The repeated mockery highlights their struggle to control their image in the public eye. As long as they remain prominent figures without royal duties, scrutiny, fair or not, is unlikely to let up.